Have you ever felt a strong urge to act or not to act? At that moment, did you notice a pause, a space in time, what it felt like you were consciously choosing? I think many of us have been there. That hesitation, that pause can be so powerful. And sometimes I have followed it and I regretted it. And there are other times I have ignored it and I wish I had not ignored it. So, how do we know the difference? How can we tell the difference between our own intuition and our fear? And also, what I have learned about trusting my inner voice. That's what I want to share with you today. So, why is it hard to tell the difference? Let's be honest, both fear and intuition can feel intense. Both can say, don't do it, or you must act now. But here's what I have noticed: fear is often loud, anxious, and fast. But it can also be subtle, like a quiet form of protection. On the other hand, intuition, by contrast, is quieter. It feels like deep knowing without explanation, like you have this gut feeling. And when we're not grounded, it's easy to confuse the two. And I've definitely done that before. So I want to share with you my personal story with an example. So I remember there was a time I was going through some deep inner struggle. So strangely, I started feeling like I had to become vegetarian in order to pass the test in life. It wasn't just a choice. It started feeling like a negotiation with some higher intelligence. Almost like if I give this up, maybe things will finally go my way. So it was kind of like that. But something about that mindset didn't feel right to me because it felt transactional. Like I was making a trade and it didn't feel real, it didn't feel genuine. Then I had this quiet sense. So I guess like an intuition reminding me, hey, Ren, real growth doesn't come from coercion. It doesn't force you. Like the higher intelligence with us, the higher intelligence within us never forces, it just invites you. It doesn't say, hey, do this or else. So instead, it allows me a space for self-discovery, for understanding, and for wisdom to rise naturally. That's when I realized fear was speaking through the pressure, the urgency, the bargain making. But intuition was the quiet whisper reminding me I still had a choice. It wasn't trying to save me, it was instead showing me a path. So that moment stay with me. I always remember the inner dialogue and the inner recognition, or at least to me, my perspective, the difference between intuition and fear. So, what I've learned about the difference is what I've come to learn. Fear, again, speaks in urgency. It kind of like says, hurry, avoid, fix it, or protect yourself now. It kind of gives off a feeling that it craves control, certainty, and comfort. It craves for those things. But intuition, your inner intuition speaks in calm. It's kind of like it says, like, okay, this way, try this. Okay, just trust it. It's okay. Trust in yourself. So it's more like a suggestion and giving you this gut feeling that, oh, like this deep knowing, but it's so hard to explain in words. But that's how I can tell the difference. Intuition doesn't force, it nudges you. It kind of gives you a hint, hey, or suggestion. So it doesn't give you all the answers, but just a direction. So it won't walk the path for you, but it will light up the next step. Like, okay, try this. Maybe you should try this. You have this deep sense of knowing, oh, okay, maybe this is the next step. Instead of like scaring you, oh, don't go this way or you must go that way. So, and the more present I am, the easier it is to hear that difference, to sense that difference. It's not about being fearless. It's about listening or sensing with my own self-awareness. So here's something I think we can try together. Um, or here's something simple I do when I'm not sure or when I'm unsure of something. So I would pause, or my awareness would guide me to pause. Then I bring my attention to the present moment. As I breathe, I simply notice my breath. So we can do a few together right now. Just simply, when you have a moment to pause, just notice how you breathe. Two more. So during that moment, everything becomes more clear. Okay. So another thing I might be doing is I might sit still and then bring my awareness to the sounds around me. Just noticing my environment from an observer's perspective. It's like notice everything. And then that simple shift creates a space for clarity. And then I may reflect, oh, I am afraid right now, but how do I consciously choose to act or not to act? What is truly appropriate for me to do? Or maybe it's okay that to feel this now, but this feeling doesn't represent the whole me. So yeah, so that's my experience between knowing the difference of intuition and fear. And and so if you have ever wondered, is this intuition or just fear? You're not alone. And I think just asking the question puts you ahead of many who are still reacting unconsciously. Because that question itself, by asking, is a pause, a moment of choice. The more we can choose consciously, the more we can choose what is truly kind and true for us. So to me, intuition is gentle and self-assuring. It points us toward what is life supportive. It doesn't guarantee the outcome we desire right away, but it strengthens the force that support our life. The more we practice listening, the more we come to our deeper self. And in that quiet space, truth has a way to, or the truth has a way to gently reveal itself. So I hope you like that what I shared today. Thank you so much for staying the whole video. If you watch entirely, thank you so much. Again, it will really help us to spread the message. If you have any value, if you gotten any value from this video, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you so much.